Hi, so I'm with Sam Worthington here, who's just taxied this wonderful Lancaster around for us here at East Kirkby on a glorious summer's evening. So Sam, firstly, what's your experience and how did you get involved with the Lancaster?
Well, I joined the Air Force initially, but unfortunately was made redundant during training. Came out, got my civil commercial licence, became a flying instructor on tailwheel aeroplanes. Did that for about 5 or 6 years. I started the Typhoon Restoration Project, Hawke's Typhoon Preservation Group. That got me to know Andrew Panton, who runs the centre. And then I moved north to get what my friends call a proper job, flying with an airline. And when I moved north, Andrew said, well, now you can come and taxi the Lancaster.
Wow.
And I couldn't believe it, really. So yeah, and this is my second season doing it. COVID got in the way of starting up when we intended to. So I instructed on lots of tailwheel aeroplanes, and I fly multi-engine aircraft for a living. So
excellent.
Very lucky.
What an experience!
Absolutely, what an experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, what's the Lancaster like to taxi around? Obviously, the four massive Merlin engines that give a lot of power for you. But you can really feel it.
You really can. You've got to be quite gentle with them. You know, smaller engines you can sort of rev them up and down every now and again, but the bigger engines you've got to be a bit more gentle with your throttle application. It's a big aeroplane, it's quite a heavy aeroplane. It's quite challenging in the strong crosswind though, with the big fins at the back, they catch the wind.
Oh, wow.
But it's more of a privilege than a challenge. You know, it is challenging, but yeah, it's a lovely aeroplane.
And do you really get a sense of the noise and the experience as well?
Yeah, you really do. And we wear these sort of period headsets, so there's no noise cancelling. This is pretty much as it would have been back in the day, and we don't go anywhere near full power on the engine runs, and it's loud. So doing that for 6-8 hours at flying power settings would have been different.
I think you really have that experience, don't you, for what it was like for the guys when they were operating.
It really makes you think, to be honest, what it was like when we do the tours. And you know, and I'm in my mid-30s now. If I was this age during the Second World War, I would have been classed as an old man. Wow. The guys were 19, 20, 21, you know, doing that and taking it to war. And a lot of them obviously didn't come back, and you know, I think that's why it's so important to do it.
Excellent. Well, that's a great note to end on. So thank you very much for your time and
welcome.
for a lovely experience here at East Kirkby.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Excellent. Thanks
Cheers.
very much. Cheers.